Kick-ass facts! Pew, 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 pew! Have you already given up on your New Year's resolution to get in shape this year? Don't worry. It's your brain working against you. Humans evolved to spend long periods physically exerting themselves, but the human brain is highly sensitive to wasted effort. Studies have shown they contain dedicated circuits within the insular cortex that calculate the effort required for actions. They're there to ask, is it worth it? It's an evolved tendency to stop us from squandering vital resources on pointless endeavors like walking 20 miles for a handful of berries. Regular exercise to get in shape requires constant and considerable effort, so your brain's tendency to ask, is it worth it, will be hard to shut up. Go back to sleep, brain. To keep us safe, our brains typically tend to put more significance on risks than rewards, meaning we are even more reluctant to take up physically demanding activities. So while our bodies may be adapted to constant exercise, our brains in many ways have adapted to avoid it. Researchers put 29 people in front of computers and asked them to control on-screen avatars. The group was shown a series of images displaying scenes of physical activity or inactivity. They were instructed to move their avatars toward activity-related images, such as a person climbing a set of stairs, and away from the inactivity-related images, a person lounging on a hammock, for example. As quickly as possible, they had to do these tasks. All the while, subjects were hooked up to electrodes to monitor their brain activity. Researchers found that moving the avatar away from scenes of inactivity exerted the subject's brain more than moving it towards the scenes of activity. They had to think longer about moving away from the hammock than they did moving toward the stairs. Researchers say the findings suggest that people have a natural inclination toward laziness. Men are more likely to break up over sexual infidelity. The reason has to do with physically cheating posing a direct threat to the genetic fitness of a male. Most males tend to have more fragile egos, so it hurts them more when they are physically cheated on. Women, on the other hand, are more likely to break up over emotional infidelity. This could be having feelings for someone else or some kind of connection with another person. Women think more about the future and what they want. Emotional infidelity could affect this future and thus result in a breakup. You are 20% more attractive to other people than you are to yourself, according to a new study. When looking in a mirror, all you see is your reflection. However, others see more. They see your smile, your shyness, your intelligence, your sense of humor, their kindness. They see all the things that make up the magic that is you. All of these positive attributes influence the minds of others to perceive you as more attractive. Unexplained moving objects are more likely to have been moved by an invisible gorilla than ghosts. People often miss things that happen around them because they are focused on something else. This is called inattentional blindness. For example, in a famous experiment, participants were asked to count the number of times a ball was thrown. They were so focused on this task that they failed to notice a person dressed in a gorilla suit walking through the crowd. The University of Chicago conducted a study that revealed participants who learned to speak a second language began to problem solve in that language. This resulted in them making more rational and less emotional decisions. It's been proven that babies can recognize and understand any accent they encounter from birth. However, when they turn 5 months old, babies prefer and listen to their mother's accent, which they then adopt. Men and women don't dream the same. Approximately 70% of people in men's dreams are other men, whereas men comprise about 50% of the people in women's dreams.